Hey, Trainer Weeks here with a special news video because Niantic have announced the details for PvP, also known as trainer battles. So what do we know? I've not actually seen PvP trainer battles myself, so all the information in this video comes from a combination of Niantic, Eurogamer and IGN's hands-on previews. So I've dug through all these articles and pulled out all the information I can and compiled them into this video. And from what I've read, it could be out as early as next week. It will definitely be out before the end of December. So we gotta get prepared. First up, who can you battle? Well, in the wild, you can battle any trainer you come across. What you do is set up a battle code, which is basically a QR code. The other trainer can scan that in the app, and you're in a battle. Over the internet though, you can also battle your ultra friends and your best friends at any time. Just send out an invite, and if they have notifications on, they can receive it and jump straight into the fight. If you don't want to be bothered because you're doing something else, then somehow you can go in and turn those notifications or challenges off. So if you do have a lot of overseas friends, you don't have to worry about them waking up in the middle of the night with challenges. And if your friends aren't into PvP, you can always battle the different team leaders. So that's Candela for Team Valor, Blanche for Team Mystic, and Spark for Team Instinct. Every day, the first 3 battles will get you rewards. That could be Stardust, or it could be evolution items, maybe something else, I don't know. And that includes battling the team leaders as well. And if you're doing more than 3 battles a day, the later battles will still count towards your medal for each league. When you're battling the team leaders, that will count towards your Ace Trainer badge, which, if you started mid-2017 and therefore didn't have a chance to do any gym training, hooray, you can now do stuff on the Ace Trainer badge. If, like me, you did a bunch of gym training, hopefully we'll now be able to complete the badge. So, how do you actually battle? First of all, there are 3 different leagues you can battle in. There's the Great League, which takes Pokemon up to 1500 CP, the Ultra League, which takes Pokemon up to 2500 CP, and then the Master League, which has no CP limit, so that's where you use your most powerful Pokemon. By the looks of the screenshots they've released, they will be rejigging the party screen in your Pokemon bag. So rather than being entirely a list of Pokemon you're going to use in gym battles, you'll be able to set up separate teams for each of the leagues. League battles are 3 versus 3 Pokemon. Apparently Niantic tested it with 6v6 and it turned out to be a bit slow and people were just trying to outlast the battle instead of trying to specialize in teams, so they went with 3 instead. Within those teams, you can use any of the Pokemon you have except for Ditto and Shedinja. Apparently Niantic felt that their moves were not appropriate for PvP. So that means we can use Mythicals and Legendaries. We finally have a use for Mew and Celebi. The battle mechanics are very similar to when you're fighting gyms, so there will be a timer, and it is real-time fast tapping, and you have your fast and your charge moves. But they've actually added a thing where you can unlock a second charge move for your Pokemon in battle. That'll be a one-time cost of Stardust and Candy, and the cost of that hasn't been determined yet. Hopefully it won't be too much, and it is a permanent unlock. You'll even be able to use that second charge move in gym battles as well, so it's a nice thing to have. Based on the hands-on articles I was reading, you don't actually see the timer until the last 20 seconds of the battle, and the way to win is obviously knock out all 3 of your opponents before they knock yours out, or, if you run out of time, then it goes on who has the most Pokemon still standing, and if you're equal on that, then it becomes who has the highest percentage of HP left. So you can't just anchor your team with a Blissey and go, yes, I have far more HP than anything else. It goes on percentage. With the second charge move, you can still use a charge TM as normal if you get one you don't like, for example. Instead of it re-rolling everything, once you use your charge TM, it'll ask you which slot you want to re-roll, hit that, and you should get a new move. The one thing that's very different from gym battles is that you fill up your charge bar, and then you choose which charge move you want to fire off. That gives you a few seconds to charge up the move even more, and in that time, your opponent can choose whether or not they want to use a Protect Shield, which is a new item. That should mitigate a lot of the damage that your charge move will do. But you only get 2 Protect Shields per battle, and obviously you're fighting against 3 Pokemon, so choose wisely. You can't use any other moves in battle, so unlike mainline Pokemon Go games, you can't heal in the middle of a battle, you can't revive anything. It is 3 versus 3, 2 shields, that's it. There's also no weather boosting in PvP battles, which I guess kind of makes sense seeing as you're fighting across the internet. So that's how trainer battles are going to work. What do you think? Are you looking forward to it? Are you prepping your teams? Let me know in the comments. Personally, it seems like it could work. I presume that gap between choosing a charge move and letting the other person use their Protect Shield or not, is the thing that will mitigate the issue of potential lag or slower devices, possibly? And in theory, the idea of having the different leagues will let people use a greater variety of Pokémon. But it seems to me that it's still just going to boil down to whoever has the right Pokémon of a certain type. So if you take Furret, for example, at level 30, the CP will be around 1500. So with your lower CP Pokémon, for example, yes, you can use them in the lower leagues, but on the other hand, it costs so much more to get them to level 40 that why would you even bother? It seems like you'd still want to use your most powerful ones, just get smaller versions of them. And that's exactly what I did at Community Day. Niantic have said that they do plan to refine the battle mechanics further. They're looking at the mainline games to look at new abilities that might come in. So even though we don't have anything like status changes now, there's hope for that in the future, though again, I'm not sure how that would work with real-time battles. I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out anyway, so looking forward to it. Gonna give it a go, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!